I'm going to get the reading of this from Bharat Ramamurti. He is the former deputy director of the National Economic Council under President Biden. Director, good to have you. I always remind people, whether you're on the left or the right, we've got a big decision to make next year, and presumably the sooner the better to iron it out. What if it isn't ironed out? What if all of that goes away?
Well, I think that's very unlikely because there's actually an agreement between Vice President Harris and former President Trump, which is that all of the expiring tax cuts for people making under $400,000 a year should be extended. But I think that there's two key differences between the Harris plan and the Trump plan that are worth focusing on. First, the Harris plan would provide additional tax cuts for middle-class families. For example, parents with young children, lower-income workers would get a tax cut under her plan. The Trump plan, by contrast, as Senator Wyden said in that clip, would impose a 10% tax on every single thing that's imported into the United States, from appliances to your morning coffee to the clothes that you buy at the store. That's going to cost the typical family about $4,000 a year. Second, there's a big difference when it comes to upper income earners, people who make well over $400,000. The Trump plan would actually provide an average annual tax cut of $70,000 a year for a family making $1 million a year. The Harris plan wouldn't provide that tax cut. It would provide some targeted tax increases on the very, very wealthy, and that's one big reason why the Trump plan would increase the deficit by about 5 times more than the Harris plan.
You know, it always comes up, and I hear it at the convention when you guys are getting together about the rich not paying their fair share, and I'm always at a loss, Director, what is fair share? You know, it used to be 90% top rate, then it was 70%. We've been in and out of 39, 37%, but the rich, or whatever you want to call them, still account for most of the money raised, by far, 70+%. So what, in your eyes, would be a fair level, a fair rate for them to pay?
Well, I think it's important to put that number in context. First of all, we've seen basically since the Reagan era an incredible concentration of wealth and income among the very, very, very rich. And as a result, yes, they are paying a predominant share of taxes, but they also have a predominant share of income. So that makes sense. Second of all, if you look at the effective tax rate,
but that ratio of taxes paid, as you know, Director, is higher now at these levels than it was at the 90 and 70% levels. And I wonder if it's skewed by the fact that half of Americans don't pay any income tax. They pay FICA-related taxes. I take nothing away from that. But isn't that math not doable going forward? I mean, shouldn't that be adjusted as well?
No, I don't think so, because if you look at the effective rate, which is what is the actual percentage of your income that you're paying in federal taxes, if you look at the very, very wealthy, meaning the top 0.1%, the top really 500 taxpayers in the United States, their effective tax rate is actually lower than a typical middle-class family. That's because there's all sorts of loopholes in the current system that allow people to game the system and get away with paying 7, 8, 9% effective tax rate at the same time that typical middle-class family is paying 20%. Then why not just focus on those? If it gets to be those 500 individuals, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that why extend this to the rich, or because that 0.1% is very different than someone who's slightly over the 400,000 level. You know what I mean? Like they're all lumped together to be greedy SOBs. Well, I'm not calling anybody greedy. I'm glad that people are out there making tens of millions of dollars a year. All I think is that they should pay their fair share of taxes. And I do think the Harris plan rightly focuses most of its tax policy and tax hikes on the very, very wealthy. And remember, the typical person in this family, the people making under $400,000 a year, that's the 95% of families in the United States. 100 million of them will see a tax decrease under the Harris plan.
There's a lot to get through there. Thank you very much. Good seeing you. We'll have more.